that, guys. Look at that.
Okay, amigos, look right here. Here we can see the name of the city, Chichen Itza. This city has two settlements. The first one around the year 400 after Jesus Christ. A dynasty, Kokums, they settled down in the south side and they built the temples for the government. 900 came here other group, other dynasty, Itza or Itzaes. They conquered the Kokums and they built all this area, ceremonial center right here. Translation, according with the archaeologists, Chichen Itza, it means next to the entrance of the cenote of the Itzas or Itzas, according with the second group, and they built this area, right? Pronunciation in Mayan language is by syllables. Chi, Chen, Itz, Ha. Can you do it?
Chi, Chen, Itz, Ha.
Perfecto. Chi, Chen, Itz, Ha.
Ha.
That's right, Ha. Translation, according with the Mayan language, Chi, it means mouth or next to the entrance. Chen, natural well, sinkhole or cenote. Itz, wizards, healers, and Ha, water. Next to the entrance of the cenote of the wizard of the water. Next to the entrance of the cenote of the wizard of the water. This area, right? Well, amigos, in order to have an idea to the Mayan culture, we need to know different things. For example, from where the Mayan people came from. If the Mayan people are living here or not. For that reason, I'll explain you step by step. The Mayan culture collapsed. Mayan culture collapsed around the year 1200 after Jesus Christ, because all the Mayan culture, all the Mayan cities had the same problem. Overpopulation, deforestation, and no water. Look, this city is big. More than 80,000 people living here at the same time.
Whew.
They need water, they need food, they need resources, right? Overpopulation. This is the most important factor in those days. And look right there. Can you see the shade of the trees? In the shade of the trees, the Mayan people, they make plantations. Corn, beans, squash, and chili pepper. But guess what? The Mayan people, they use the wood of the trees and they burn candles because no electric power in those days. And well, with the wood of the trees, they build wooden structures and they build the temples. With the wood of the trees and this stone, the limestone, the Mayan culture developed the limestone plaster, stucco. They cover all the walls and they paint the city in black and red color. All the walls, all the buildings, right? More than 25 trees like this, you're going to make only 5 square meters of limestone plaster. Deforestation, right? Well, the most important factor, fresh water. 1200 after Jesus Christ, more than 10 years of dry season, no water, no rain. The water here is underground. Look, cenote. In Spanish is cenote, because the pronunciation in Mayan language is tzonot. Tzonot. Spanish, cenote. English, cenote. It's not cenori, no cenote. Cenote, because it's a bad pronunciation of other language. Cenote, tzonot, cenote in English or Spanish. Well, all the water here is underground because the peninsula of Yucatan is a big plateau of limestone. With around 65 million years ago, the asteroid who killed all the dinosaurs impact the Earth was close to the peninsula of Yucatan. So this land was on the bottom of the sea and emerged to the surface. Limestone is very soft and the water cross through, the rain cross through the limestone and make deposits of rainy water, underground rivers or cenotes, right? When the Mayan people, they found a hole in the ground with water, they thought the god of the underworld and the god of the water provide the water, and they used the cenotes as a sacrificial chambers. They offer human sacrifices inside. because they offer something to the gods and they pray for rain. 1200 after Jesus Christ, more than 10 years of dry season, plus overpopulation, deforestation, no food, no water, no resources. And small groups abandoned the cities like Chichen Itza. They found cenotes inside the jungle with water, less population, more resources, better life. So the Mayan culture collapse due overpopulation, deforestation, and no water. Got it? Now, what happened with the Mayan people? Do you have any idea what happened with the Mayan people? The Mayan people did almost disappear. Almost disappear because after the conquest in Mexico City in 1521, more Spaniards came to this area. And they brought to this place two things: disease and a new religion. Disease, for example, in those days, nowadays, to make a trip from Europe to America, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours, right? In those days, 4 months in a boat. No water, no shower. So they brought to this place disease. Syphilis, gonorrhea, measles, smallpox. Do not forget the Catholicism, a new religion. Because the Mayan culture, they has a polytheistic religion and they believe in more than 400 different gods with different advocations. And especially here, in this temple, that temple right there, the Mayan people, they make worship to the snake. What it means the snake for the Catholicism? The devil, the sin, right? What it means the snake for the Mayan culture? Power, knowledge, death and life. So, when the second group of conquerors came to this area, came among them a Catholic priest. His name was Fray Diego de Landa. They settled down close to this area, and the Mayan people, they shared with him all the knowledge. Actually, the ritual when the god Kukulkan crawled down in the main temple, right? And he asked, what is this? Oh, it's your main god, Kukulkan. What it means, Kukulkan? The feather serpent. He said, oh, the feather serpent, this is demoniac, is worship to the devil. He collects all the books and all information, and he says, I have to convert these people to the Catholicism. The Mayan people, they refuse. And all the Catholicism, all the the Catholic priests, they murder, they kill all the Mayan people when they refuse to convert a new religion, right? Population, only one city. Back then, Tikal, Guatemala, 2 million. Only one city, 2 million. Nowadays, Mayan people in 5 countries, in Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and Belize. More than 2,000 cities. 8 million.
Wow.
The Mayan people, they almost disappeared due to disease and a new religion. Right? In Mexico, 5 states: Yucatán, Quintana Roo, Campeche, Peninsula de Yucatán, Tabasco, and Chiapas in South Mexico, 450,000 Mayan descendants and Mayan speakers. Have you seen Mayan people, amigos?
No.
Sure?
Maybe.
Maybe? I have a question for you. What do you think? The Mayan people, they are linked with Europeans, Africans, or Asians?
Africa.
Asian.
You have to choose one answer because this question, it will be in the test.
Probably European.
Guess what?
What's that?
Asians.
Oh.
That's right. Nomad groups from Mongolia, they crossed for the Bering Strait in the last glacial age and they settled down in this continent. Nowadays, different groups, different cultures, different languages. Alaska, Eskimo, Canada, Inuit, Chinooks, Mi'kmaq. In United States, Apaches, Appalachians, Comanches, Cherokees, Sioux, Hopis, Pawnees, and more. In Mexico, more than 57 different cultures with different languages. The most famous in South America, Incas and Guaranis. Well, 450,000 Mayan descendants and Mayan speakers only in Mexico, right? But have you seen Mayan people? Can you recognize a Mayan person? The Mayan people, they have features like people from Asia, very similar. For example, Alaska, Eskimo, Canada, Chinooks, Inuit, Mi'kmaq, Native Americans, almost the same features. Mayan people, almost the same features, right? Well, because it's easy to prove this theory. In that direction, in Tulum, very close to the ocean, there is a cenote, and inside the cenote, the explorers, they found skulls. They make the carbon-14 and the DNA test. Carbon-14, 13,000 years old. according with that migration for the Bering Strait. DNA test, nomad groups from Mongolia. And guess what? Nowadays, all the people with Latin American DNA or Asian DNA, when we born, we have a mark in this area. It's a purple mark and disappear after 4 or 5 years. The name in medicine is Mongolian spot. The Mongolian spot, that's right. Well, amigos, questions? So far, so good?
Great.
Okay, let's go to the temple. Follow me.
To the temple, guys. To the temple.